bill was introduced. I have not talked to Alex about it. I know that Maxwell Frost was also thinking about doing something. I know Bernie's coming to town soon, so I look forward to talking to them about it. I mean, obviously, this is a perfect time for us to look at the moratorium or ways to address the creation of data centers. We are one of the few states that has not befallen to the tragedy of having these, massive data centers. And so that is something that we are in conversation with. I think we had like 3 groups yesterday that came in to the office to talk to us about it here in the district. So we are evaluating having conversations with others as well. Well, there's one, there's gentlemen back there that have been raising their hands.
Hello, Congresswoman Omar. I have applied for Public Housing Authority for subsidized housing. The intake specialist told me that Minneapolis Public Housing Authority will not be able to help me because my previous landlord told the agents that I started the fire in the building that burned the apartment complex, and the fire inspector, this is actually entirely false. The fire was started by a lightning strike, and the fire inspector has confirmed this. I have a case pending in the district court against the landlord relating to the lack of security of personal belongings after fire. I should not be held responsible based on the false statements of an hungry landlord to Minneapolis Public Housing Administration. I need assistance getting this false statement removed from Minneapolis Public Housing Authority records. Is this something you or your office able to assist? Thank you.
Unfortunately, no. We are unable to help with legal disputes, but it looks like you're doing the right thing by having the legal system look at it. Once that's sorted out, helping with your public housing application is something that we can do after you resolve your legal dispute. Because public housing is a federal program.
Congresswoman, I don't need the public housing. I lost it after being homeless now for 9 hours. October 9th last year. So I'm looking for, I got a house that I'm looking for, and maybe I can get moved in there with my friend here.
I hope you do too.
Well, yesterday you were 5 years old. Today, I don't know how old you are. But right now, there's nobody here who can say that their cell phone has not ring no more than once or twice or 5 times for being older. So what are we doing for older people? What are we doing for older people?
Maybe I'll come down and try to understand and maybe answer your question. It feels so broad. What are we doing for older people? And I was 5 long time ago. Ali, we'll take this last question. We'll wrap it up. I'll meet with the gentleman afterwards.
Thank you. Okay, my name is Janet Williams. Thank you for honoring Gertrude Buckanaga. She was a fierce fighter for American Indians and for every woman of color. She would have been standing here right with us. So my niece, I am the aunt to two murdered nieces in Minneapolis, and we are under attack. Women of color, and women, period, are under attack in Minneapolis and in the whole, especially Minneapolis, under Chief O'Hare MPD's reign of terror here. And so Global Rights for Women did a report, and from 2017 to 2022, they investigated MPD for 5 years. They came back. They had been into 60 or 70 different countries across the world, and they said, MPD, you are the worst in the world at violating women's rights. Women's rights. Now, what I'm here to ask you is because of Allison's case. I have done all of this research with this, and because of the marginalized communities, the women, the victims, the women of color in just the poorer community, they have track phones. These track phones by the FCC are only mandated to keep their data for 90 days. My phone, your phones, are mandated to be kept for 6 years. Their records are 6 years. Many of the time, what has happened in this country is that when you're a marginalized community, such as David Sorbach, and the police didn't start looking for him for 6 months afterwards. They didn't even care. And so now what I'm gonna ask is that, can you be the champion to go to the federal government and state that we need this changed immediately, not just for Minnesota victims, but for victims across this whole country.
Thank you so much, Jenna. That feels important in the preservation of evidence and in the pursuit of bringing about justice. And so that's something that I promise you, that I will look into it. And in Congress, I led the effort with the two first Indigenous women that were elected, that were in my cohort, to pass the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women. And I carry the Missing and Murdered Black and women and girls in Congress currently. It is something I think about quite often as a mother of two young Black girls, that oftentimes when our loved ones, especially if they are women, if they disappear or something happens to them, that case is not looked at. And I did read that report, and I was there for some of the testimonies when they came here to do their hearings. And the Minneapolis Police Department years ago was known for destroying rape kits. And so it is something that always stays in my mind as somebody that used to work for the city of Minneapolis. And there's always more that we can do. We are notorious for a lot of things, but it is my mission and the mission of so many good people that have the honor of representing the city of Minneapolis to make sure that we become synonymous with good things, instead of being notorious for bad things. So thank you so much. And thank you all for being here tonight. I'll see you at our next town hall. Woo!